First 5 questions related to error location. I'll read the first one. Vaccines will be available when they passed all the tests. Underline the word when. Above that you write if. When you use if, it becomes what? A conditional sentence. Here you have to take it that way. Vaccines will be available. Will be available. Which tense is that? Future tense. Please make a note. Future tense. And if the main clause is in future, then if clause should be in present. That is open conditional. Based on that, is it they passed or they pass? If they pass all the tests, answer is there is an error in the second part. And make a note, it is related to open conditional. Open conditional, main clause future tense, if clause present tense. And in place of when, usually we use if, but when, if, whenever, all you have to consider. Shall I go to the second one? The banks will be provided loans. Banks will be provided or banks will provide. It is the other way. There itself you have to stop. Banks will provide. So, will be provided, which voice is that? Passive voice. Here we have to use active voice. Banks will provide loans. Please make a note. Banks will provide loans. Future tense active voice. They have used a future tense passive voice. Wrong. Contextual awareness, 1 second you should be able to. The trio realized that the capital expenditure on installation of the cameras was huge, but the returns in the investment or on the investment. Underline the word returns, returns on the investment. We never say in. What is the correct preposition here? On the investment. Whosoever commits the offense of money laundering shall be punishable with a rigorous imprisonment for a term which should not be fewer than or less than. Here fewer is not correct, change it to less than. But write 2 words. First you write the word few, then you write it goes with countable nouns. Countable nouns. Then you write less than. Less goes with uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. A common error they have given many a time. Write 1 sentence. Have you made a note of these 2? No less than 20 students came yesterday. No less than 20 students came yesterday. Is this sentence right or wrong? A lot of people say this. Mark it wrong. Here underline the word students. Then you cannot say less, you have to say comparative form fewer. No fewer than 20 students came yesterday. Then it is correct. We'll go to the last one, error location. After checking the size of the shoes of a few children or children's, what is the singular? Child. What is the plural? Easy question. Children. There's nothing like children's. Question number 6. What are these? Misspelled or inappropriate? The newfound competency of human resources, mained, hold this one. To connect with the stakeholders, online should be further strengthened to reduce human intensive tasks. Context-wise, you cannot know the exact word, but here, newfound competency of human resources. Anything wrong with the word competency? No. And stakeholders, with the stakeholders online, nothing wrong. Intensive tasks, nothing wrong. So there is a problem here, but exact word, a bit difficult to guess. Have you thought of any word? Which word? Huh? Second part, there is an error, but what is a word? Not easy. Perhaps it is The newfound competency of human resources meant to connect. That's what I feel. I'm not quite sure. You all know the word mean. What is the past form? Meant to connect with the stakeholders. Purpose. That should be. But you're for sure you know second word is not correct. That's what matters. The officials who have made comments on these matters were obvious, overstepping their mandates. Were obvious or obviously overstepping? Here we have to use the word in the adverbial form. Obvious adjective. What is the adverbial form? Obviously. The officials who have made comments on these matters were obviously overstepping. Overstepping how? Obviously. So write adverb. Word form is not correct. The planning for the vaccine introduction, what is the spelling? Am I right? Introduction. The planning for the vaccine introduction would follow the operational guidelines issued by the ministry. An easy one, I suppose. The mock drill will include a concurrent monitoring, a review at the block and district levels, and preparation. What is the spelling of preparation? Yes or no? An easy one, this also. Prepare. We expect the US dollar to reassert its influence on gold and the correlation. Correlation, what is the spelling? E or A? Correlation, correlate. All are easy questions, I suppose. It doesn't take more than a second. The resignations are quite unanticipating and reduce the party's majority in the House abruptly. Abruptly means write the meaning suddenly. That's an important word. The resignations are quite unanticipating, but here the clue for you underline reduce the party's majority. Which tense is that? Present tense, right? Present tense. And here are quite unanticipating present continuous. Even this should be in present. Based on that, what is the answer? The resignations are quite, where is this? Unanticipated. Second option is the answer. And make a note, present tense. They are quite unexpected. Unanticipated means unexpected. The most seasoned chief ministers, underline the word seasoned. Those who know something about cooking, they know the word season, a particular dish. You all know that. But here season means, right, a different meaning altogether. It means, seasoned means experienced. What does it mean? Seasoned politician, a typical combination. Experienced politician. An important word. We also use another word, right, the word veteran. Veteran goes with actors, politicians, veteran politician, veteran actor. Means he has been there for many years. Have you heard of this word? Veteran. He is a veteran. Is it 12 or 13 now? 13. 12 is over, not over. The most seasoned chief ministers who were weathered, first of all you have to know it is wrong. And who was, what is the subject over here? Chief ministers, plural, mark it wrong. Who have weathered, hold that one. Whose, can you use a relative pronoun whose? No. Whom? No. So what is the answer here? Who have weathered. And which tense is that? Present perfect tense. Past action, time is not important. We have to use present perfect. The reason for its importance is because, what is the option you guys have chosen? I would like to know. Please let me know. Which one? Option number 5. Who has chosen option number 5? This is a wrong question. You may ask why. First you underline it's a common error in fact. I'm really surprised and shocked to see this question. Underline the word the reason. When you say the reason for something, then you should not use the word because. It is redundancy. Please write, it is a common error. It goes with redundancy. I'll give an example, then you understand. The reason for coming late is because I got held up in traffic. The reason for coming late is because I got held up in traffic. Right or wrong? Obviously wrong. Because underline the word reason. The reason for coming late is I got held up in traffic. You should not use the word because. That is redundancy. I don't know why they have given the answer is no correction required. A ridiculous thing. But question is wrong. Mark it wrong. Then what do we have? Same pattern or phrase replacement. The first round of negotiations held by the CANC with Adani was inconclusive and did not reach any agreement. Which part? Second option is the answer. Why? Tell me. Past tense. Which tense is that? Past tense. Past tense, two forms, interrogative form, negative form. There is an important rule. What is that rule? In the interrogative form, negative form, you see two verbs. First verb should be in the past form because it is past tense. Second verb should be in which form? Bare infinitive. Please make a note of this way. First verb should be in past form. Second verb should be in bare infinitive. This rule goes with interrogative and negative forms of past tense. It's a common error. Have you copied this information? Write one example. Conversation English people tend to say, I did not see him yesterday. This is the actual thing you're supposed to say. But they tend to say, they use logic. I did not saw him. Is this right or wrong? Already we have did in the past form. And here we should not use the past. It is not the present form. Which form is it? Bare infinitive. What is bare infinitive? Basic form without to. That is a rule. (14) is over. The government has been held discussions or has held discussions. Active voice or passive voice based on the context. Government holds discussions with farmers. That is active voice. And you cannot use passive voice here. First you mark it wrong. The government has been holding discussions. There is a possibility. Present perfect continuous. Has been holding discussion. Have been holding. Has be holding. So here government, underline the subject. What is the subject here? The government, singular. Can you use have? No. Can you say has be holding? It has to be either first one or second one. Holding discussion, we use the word in the plural form. Based on that, what is the answer? Has been holding discussions with farmers. And make a note which tense is that? Present perfect continuous tense. The government has been holding discussions